started this channel about 3 years ago, and it brings me great joy to film, write and talk about watches. It's a creative outlet for me, and the chasing of views and likes is not my number one goal. That said, it is of course lovely to have people watch and like what I do, and if that's you today, thank you for liking this video and subscribing to my channel. Little did I know that when I made my first Seagull 1963 video that it would become my most popular video ever, by a fair margin. So it's really fun to revisit this icon once again, and this time sourced from Belgium-based website of seagull1963.com, not from seagullwatches.com. If you're interested in the murky water of what one could call original versus copy versus replica, I'll link up an article in the description. This green dial version has a movement source from the Tianjin watch factory. It's a ST19 movement that's been refined and regulated, and this special edition has a moon phase complication at just above the 6. There are some more impressive specs to check out in today's video, including a bronze case, an excellent strap, an open case back with a sapphire crystal and even lume. There is a genuine feel of quality all around when handling this one, and whilst it is a limited release of 500, I'd like to get the price out of the way, which I think is very reasonable at €439. It launched on 23 December, so hopefully by the time this video is live, you'll still be able to source your own. So if you're here to find out more about the details, I'll cover the size, macro shots of the dial and movement, lume shots, and my final conclusions, including the good and okay bits. So stick around and let me help you decide. I want to highlight the packaging first. You get a green cardboard box with a relief of your new watch on the front and a tin box. A nice little swing tag with a plain completes the positive first impressions. We get a set of excellent dimensions in a 40mm diameter and 50.4mm lug to lug. Lug width is 20mm, and I have to say that I was surprised to see that it's 15.4mm thick since it wears so well. I know that is an intimidating thickness, and I hate thick watches, but trust me, you won't even notice here. On this strap, it weighs in at 82 grams, and whilst I've not been able to verify this anywhere, it's likely another 30m water resistance, so keep this one away from deep water. Checking out the dial, the first thing that struck me is the green sunburst that lifts all the details of the watch. Green does look excellent in combination with bronze, which is a well-established fact that of course my recent Sealos review challenged. Under the red star logo, which was a trigger for many in my old review, we find in English 21 jewels, which is a translation of the original Chinese signs. I prefer the original, but with this being sold to an international market, it makes sense. At just about the 6, we find column wheel chronograph and also the 29.5 days at the moon complication, which is of course how long the orbit of the moon takes. Let's stay here for a bit. It is a lovely high quality print of blue and gold, and to set this, there's a button to depress on the left hand side, and then so long as you keep your movement wound, it'll follow the cycles of the moon. I'm just not 100% in love with the color choice of blue, which whilst it makes sense with the night sky obviously being blue, I feel it clashes a tad with the green, and it also disappears a little. If it was me, I'd have the blue being a dark bronze and moon and stars white, but that's just a personal thing. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. These two subdials with their textured grooves are really very nice, as are the hands. We get a running seconds on the left dial, which I do like since as per all chronographs with the large seconds typically not used for running seconds, there's often no sign of life on the dial. The 30-minute count on the right, which not only counts minutes, but does so with a proper slow tick to the minute, unlike all the many MechaQuartz movements out there. Note, however, that this movement does not hack, as in the seconds dial does not stop when you pull out the push-pull crown. The large time-telling hands are pretty good too, but this is one spot I found a couple of flaws. The indices are all applied and lume filled, which I'll come back to, and this in combination with a busy minute track and a tachymeter, there's a lot going on here. But I don't feel it's too busy despite this moon complication thrown in as well. Perhaps if that was more obvious than it is with my suggested amendment, it would get too busy. Regardless, removing the Arabic numbers of the original design was a smart move. This 4mm thick fixed bezel accounts for a lot of the thickness of the watch, and it holds a beautiful sapphire crystal in place. One small gripe is that it is incredibly reflective, as you may have noticed in my outside shots, which can look lovely of course. But despite this, I find the hands are typically legible regardless. These dramatic downturn lugs contributes to the wear being so good. It is a centric brush on top and vertical on the sides. They are rather sharp underneath, and overall the case and sides feel textured more than smooth, which actually feels quite nice and I like it. The top and bottom pushes have the lovely feel of the ST19 movement, and the excellent feeling crown, important in a hand-wound watch, is signed. On the opposite side, we see the little button for setting the moon complication. The star of the show for any watch with these movements that recently had their supply slightly restricted is the open case back. A sapphire crystal gives us a full view of the movement, which hits brushed and polished parts, some Geneva stripes and perlage finishes. Also in full view is the swan neck regulator, which your watchmaker or even you could use to make ever so slight adjustments to the accuracy of the watch. You won't find a better looking movement at this price, that's for sure. Now typically straps in this price range from anyone but the micro brands that always have to work harder for the money they charge tend to be pretty ordinary, but this one is really nice. Textile in green and stitching that matches the case, and a rose gold plated buckle with a matching star is comfortable and very complimentary. Usually I want to change straps almost immediately on everything I buy, but this one will stay on. A lack of quick release or drilled lugs means you need a good tool to remove it yourself. The lume is quite good initially, but it fades quickly. I've already covered off the price, and I think it's pretty clear you get good value for money here, and also fun detail of a numbered edition of 1 to 500. Bronze will change and patina over time, which I really like, and if you don't love that aspect, a quick lemon juice bath every now and then with some gentle toothbrush polish will restore it to its old shiny self. So who's this watch for and who should not buy it? If you like the look, have considered buying one for a while now, or perhaps already own one, this is a very cost-effective way to get a moon complication and a beautiful looking watch in green and bronze, with a movement that will have people both ooh and ah. So who is it not for then? Well, it is not for those of you that seem to love commenting on how you'll never buy anything made in China, with the ultimate irony being said comment is 100% likely to have been made on a device either wholly or majority made in China. Save your breath and fingertips and your money. So will you go get yours or a similar model when this is sold out? Let me know in the comments. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll catch you next time.